Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's a hijack. This is World's Best Doctors
Channel.
and I am not Raleigh, she is, but I'm the presenter for today, so
Oh, whoa, okay.
it is what it is. So before we start, drum rolls. Yeah, and today we're gonna talk about, what are you talking about, Linda?
Quality assurance.
Yeah, so it's my channel still for today. Anyway, so today we're here to talk about quality assurance with the expert, Dr. Linda. And I will be the interviewer for the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dr. Linda,
Yeah.
tell us, what is called quality assurance?
Whew. Wow, that was a nice introduction. First of all, before I even start quality assurance, good job. Quality assurance, basically, it's a part of pharmacy that ensures that the entire product is of good quality, it's safe, and it's effective for use.
Okay.
So from the time where the product is being discovered until the product is launched in the market. So the function of a quality assurance, or what quality assurance is, basically it just ensures that the product through the entire chain meets the quality, safety and efficacy standards.
Do you want to tell us what is efficacy in the sense when you talk about efficacy?
Okay,
Yeah.
so efficacy is just the ability of that product to do what it is desired to do. For example, if paracetamol is supposed to treat pain, you make sure that at the end of the day, when you administer this paracetamol to a patient, the pain will be relieved. So basically, that's just efficacy.
Honestly, it sounds like a really important job.
Yeah.
It does. Do you enjoy doing quality assurance yourself?
Okay, yeah, I do, but in the beginning it was baptism by fire and I didn't know what to do. But right now, as I have learned, actually, I've learned to learn the job through the process. Like, I've embraced the journey and I've actually loved what I'm doing. Yeah.
So tell us, what is it exactly that you do?
Okay, so basically quality assurance, I've told you, it's all about the entire process of drug discovery and development. So I'm going to talk about quality assurance in terms of distribution because that is what I do.
Okay.
I'll bring someone else who will talk about quality assurance in the manufacturing and quality assurance in the drug discovery area. So because there are different roles and responsibilities that people actually do. So for my part, because we do import and distribution of medicines, I'm going to talk about the quality assurance aspect of it. And to that, this is what I do. First of all, we make sure that in my previous video, I had interviewed Dr. Francis about warehouse practices.
Right.
And in good distribution practices, that is now where we start. From the receiving of medicines, actually, there's some quality assurance part that needs to be fulfilled by the pharmacist. So first of all, before even you receive the drugs to the warehouse, you go and check the truck. We usually have a checklist against which we actually check the truck, so that when the truck comes, like it's dirty, like it has an odor, like it has holes whereby it can let in maybe rainfall when it rains.
For
So
sure.
you reject that truck, you don't receive those goods. And then you also check the condition before even you break the seal, because those trucks usually come with seals. So before even you break the seal, you have to do the visual inspection.
Right.
Then after that, once you're satisfied, then now you go to receiving of the medicines. So during receiving also, there are quality checks that you're supposed to do. For example, if it's a tablet, you start like a tablet or whatever, a capsule or a syrup, they're usually packaged. So there's usually the primary package, which is in contact with the medicine, and the secondary package, and then maybe tertiary package.
I think you'll have to, next time show us exactly what you mean by primary package.
Okay, what I'll do, I'm going to put photos on the
Yes.
screen so that people can understand.
Yeah.
So for example, I'll use my juice as a demonstration. Good. So for example, the juice is a suspension or a syrup. Yeah. So primary package is this glass because it's in contact with the juice itself, and then they usually comes maybe in a box.
Right.
So that box will be the secondary package. So you start inspecting the primary package first. No, secondary, because you'll get the secondary, then you go to primary. So you'll check the box whether it's damaged, whether it's peeled. So those ones you put them aside, and then you also remove like the tablet inside, and then maybe it's in a blister pack. You check whether the blister pack, maybe all the tablets are there, or if others are missing, you put them aside. So for syrups and suspensions, for example, you check the color. If you check the distribution of the medicine.
Right.
Yeah, those are some of the quality checks that we do for the medicines. Yeah, if it's maybe a temperature sensitive good, for example, those ones that are stored within the cold chain, you also have to check the temperature.
Right.
Yeah, because temperature really can affect, temperature and humidity can affect medicines.
Okay.
Yeah. So once we are done that part, then now you go to the warehouse itself. Is it clean? These are quality checks that, yeah, because you see when it's when the product is contaminated, you cannot issue that to a customer. So you check the cleanliness of the warehouse. You also inspect the data loggers, these are just temperature and humidity monitoring machines. You check whether they're working well. Sometimes we do calibration.
Yeah.
Like you take maybe to KEBS, they calibrate, then you bring them back to the warehouse to just ensure that they are functioning well. Then after that, you also check the floor or the entire warehouse. Maybe where there are leakages, then you try and correct them, because such things will affect the quality. Also, you ensure that there may be insect catchers and bait traps to just trap the rodents and mice that might come there. Then after that, now you store the medicines on the racks, and those are the quality checks that we do. Then another thing that we do also is preparing of standard operating procedures. Yeah, and I know this is really one job where I got character development.
You have actually preceded my next question, because I was thinking, everything you're describing sounds so, like there's a certain way in which it should be done.
Yes.
So like I was going to ask what guides that process.
Yeah. So what guides the process that I just explained are now the standard operating procedures.
Right.
Yeah. So these are just procedures that will guide you, for example, how you'll receive medicines, how you'll store them, what you do in case maybe temperature and humidity has gone above the normal. So these are just standard operating procedures, and part of quality assurance is developing these procedures. And after you have developed, it just doesn't stop at developing. So you develop, and then you train personnel, and then you administer the exams.
Wow.
If they fail, you re-administer the exams. If they fail, now those people are unteachable.
It sounds like a head teacher's job.
Yes, but you do that because of the quality of the product.
Right.
Yeah? Because anything going wrong will affect the quality of the product, and you wouldn't want that to end to someone and then it causes effects. That's why we do like all these checks. So after developing, training those standard operating procedures, another thing that we do is participate in audits. Yeah?
Right.
So an audit basically is there are two types of audits. We have internal and external. You just like internal, it's for example now the pharmacist of the company will go around now checking, we'll do different checks in the warehouse and other places of that company, and just ensure that everything is running smoothly.
Right.
And then external audits, now this come about where now someone will come to audit your premise. For example, if you supply goods to another person, they'll come and inspect your premise so that they ensure that the goods that you're actually selling to them are of good quality.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, it's very procedural. That's one.
Yeah.
I think it will take a lot of, mental capacity.
It's true, yes.
To be able to have, all those things going on at the same time.
Yeah.
It must be difficult.
True, it must be difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I was saying, it's like baptism by fire. Like the fact that you just come out of school and then you're expected to know everything, and you're not taught most of these things in school.
Yeah.
So it's by learning as the day goes by. You have to ask your friends. If your friends are there, just call them and ask them like, how do you do this? So for me, it's like developing SOPs was really like sort of tough for me at first, but right now, it's okay. And then also another thing was lack of maybe reference guidelines. Just to refer for you to make the SOPs. Yeah, I know there are WHO guidelines, but then there are some nitty-gritties. Even our guideline, it doesn't have like the nitty-gritties that maybe auditors expect you to maybe know. Yeah, so those are just some of the challenges that I've actually faced. But other than that, everything is okay.
I mean, in the same breath, would you say typically whatever you studied at all didn't come, handy? Did the fact that you studied pharmacy come in handy? Okay. Somehow.
Studying pharmacy actually came in handy. But then, you see, when you are being taught, like even when you went to the industry for our rotations and internship, we were just being told like, soma hizi SOP, like read these SOPs, you know, you don't know the essence of those standard operating procedures.
Yes.
But now you come into practice, that's when you realize like, hey, this was, so maybe a little seriousness should have been put on our side so as to understand it. Maybe the knowledge that you acquired in school, maybe they would have come up with a curriculum that basically teaches about maybe quality assurance, so that when you go out there, you're actually prepared for the field. But pharmacy, actually, the background knowledge was actually very good and very useful in my practice right now, because without a pharmacy knowledge, I wouldn't know like all these things even to put them into practice.
That's true. I mean, being in the same field somehow, I mean, I would also say that, you know, the study itself, there wasn't much seriousness when we went for our rotations, like she says. But I mean, if we were given this opportunity now, I know. I mean, you do very different.
Yeah, true. You do very different. So if you are doing your internship right now, kindly take your internship industry rotation seriously, because it comes to play later when you're doing this field.
All right. So I mean, what does it take to be a quality assurance expert or professional? What would one require?
So basically, you'd require, for the pharmaceutical sector, you'd require a bachelor's degree in pharmacy, and then there are specific trainings. Like for example, for my company, we are trained by people from France. So we usually have like Zoom meetings, and then they train you on the different SOPs. Even they give you a guide on the SOPs. So if you also want, you can go online, check maybe pharma guidelines. There's a site that usually has like really good SOPs. They can give you guides, and also you can do courses on Udemy. Also, I'm pleased to announce that I have started a course. So if you want to be trained about quality assurance, regulatory affairs, and pharmacovigilance, I am here for you, and I'll train you. And just at a small fee, you'll get every detail in the description box and the comment section. So I look forward to training most of you.
I mean, and honestly, having looked at some of the material, I highly recommend.
Thank you.
It's my job to recommend, but I also still highly recommend.
True. Thank you so much.
And as a parting shot, what would you want to tell the people?
So to the pharmacists out there, quality assurance is a really nice field. Like, you get to interact with so many people, and you also get to interact with your products, know your products at a different level. And the fact that you'll just like streamline a system, it will give you like a lot of satisfaction. For example, the work that we together have done, it's really giving like a lot of satisfaction. Like at the end of the day, when you participate in an audit, then they give you CAPA, which is corrective and preventive action. You act on it, and then you learn, and then you grow from there. So this is a field whereby even if you don't have experience, just come, I'll teach you, and then from there you'll have the relevant experience, and then when you go to your field, you'll gain more expertise as you learn on the job.
That's very true. I mean, I think that would be one of the blessings in disguise we got. Not having been keen during our rotation, and now the baptism by fire, it was quite something. But we have learned and
the
grown.
hard way. It's true, but we've grown so far. I cannot compare the way I was during internship or when I was starting, and right now there's so much growth until the level that I am. Training.
Now a trainer.
And by the way, I'm working with PPB on certification. I know most of you have asked me about that. So once the certification comes, I'll be able to let you know.
Perfect. So thank you. It's been a pleasure having Linda on my channel. I am not Raleigh Pharma, but it's still my channel. And thank you so much for all the info that you've given to us today.
Thank you. It feels really like weird to be on the other side, because I'm used to being the interviewer. So today true. I'm the interviewee, and it feels like I'm doing most of the talking. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope that I have given you substantial information. If you require any more information, kindly reach me out. I'll be able to help you. So if you have any questions, kindly let me know in the comment section.
Also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's
somewhere around here. You'll just see
it's gonna be somewhere.
Yes. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you on our next video. Bye.